Welcome to another edition of Death Curse Society's Monday Maniacs. It is going to be a fun ride tonight. I've got Ziggy and I've got...
What the hell's going on over there?
Colonel? Okay, not quite sure what's going on with Colonel. It looks like he is cosplaying as Jason tonight.
Yeah, it's a long hallway shot or something too. If he is, Jesus.
Yeah, which means he has not much to say about our topic of the evening. So,
it's a shame. I would like to have heard his opinion on this one.
Yeah. Now, what's really going on is Colonel did not get a chance to watch it. He does not want to have anything spoiled. We're going to try not to spoil anything. We are going to talk about The Menu, which came out in theaters on Friday. Today's Monday. Let me try that again. We're going to talk about The Menu, which came out in theaters on Friday. We'll edit this out later. And, Ziggy and I had a chance to see it. Colonel has a busy life, guys, so we throw homework at him from time to time. It's most of the time.
It's met with a middle finger and fuck off and shit like that. So it just is what it is. When he's got something to throw in, it's just a bonus, you know?
So instead of the whole getting to know you kind of bullshit that we normally do, why don't we just let's jump right into it so we can get Colonel in here hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah.
First off, I want to thank our members. Thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, Patricia, Tanya, and Tyrone, and our crazy Ralph Raymond, and our camp counselors, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, and Dave.
Yes, you hit it.
That's right. Yes. Kudos to all of you. Thank you very much.
I've only got the, I guess it would be the old folks home at a puppet show applause.
Let me hear it.
Yeah.
That sounds like the amount of people that are watching somebody else right now. So.
Hey, it is a bit crowded on the airwaves tonight. I thought it was Monday. Isn't it Monday?
It is Monday. I know.
Okay. All right then.
Hey, understood agreements are not very understood sometimes.
That's right. You can, do what you want. It's fine.
Yeah, whatever. All right, looks like some of the crew's in here. Patricia, nice. It's got a turkey curse. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We probably won't see you for the holidays, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
We'll do a tryptophan break-in on Thursday. I'm saying it would have been a perfect time to do the sports thing if Colonel was here too. The Bengals won. The Lions have won now 3 in a row. I mean, I don't even want to say anything.
The world is turning upside down, ladies and gentlemen.
The only thing that's good about it is there's another team that we traded our star quarterback to last year. We got their first-round pick last year and this year, and they're in the shitter this year. They won the Super Bowl last year, but now they have a worse record than my Lions, so their pick's going to be better than the one we have. It's so fucked up. But, yes, rooting for them to lose while we win is okay.
Who is it? What team?
The Rams. L.A. Rams.
Okay. That's what I thought, but...
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. Tyrone's in the house. FaZe is here. So is Lorena.
Woo!
Happy Monday, dudes.
Ooh.
BK is here. He says, I'll check back in a few. This movie is going to be special for me, so I want to know nothing about it. See you in a bit. I will tell you, and I will say this. I'm starting to become a fan of not knowing much of anything before I go into a movie. I didn't realize how important that was. And this is one of them.
It's also very refreshing that they did something different with this one. It's an interesting take. It's just a really trippy movie. It's cool.
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to reveal too much, but it is, I fucking liked it, goddammit. I didn't expect to like it that much.
I did not expect you to like it either. Until I had seen it, and I was like, I think Ziggy will like this, but not.
I liked it.
Not,
you like it.
I don't know.
You like it.
He likes it. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about The Menu. Starring Ralph Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicholas Hoult, and a plethora of other people. It's about a young
Fiennes?
No, Rafe.
Rafe.
Yeah. The British pronunciation.
Yes.
Right.
This guy, he's been around so many years, and it's cool to see him do something on the darker side of things, like this.
He was
Or,
also
well-
he was also in Red Dragon.
Well, yes, but I mean
Okay.
this, I'm preferring the versatility. Like I love what he did here on this particular one. So
Okay.
it's better than that Dragon shit. Fuck that.
I prefer Manhunter, but that's just because we're not talking about those movies, though. We're talking about The Menu. A young couple travels to a remote island to eat at an exclusive restaurant where the chef has prepared a lavish menu with some shocking surprises. Now, based on the trailer, I pretty much thought I knew what I was getting into. I thought I was getting into, like, some weird kind of dinerish thing, or not diner, but some weird kind of dining experience. Obviously, a little hoity-toity, if you will. And then I thought it was going to turn into something like The Hunt, where the chefs and his staff would hunt the rest of the dining people. But
You weren't entirely wrong though with your
But that's not quite what happened.
No.
Ziggy, first impressions of this. I'm curious.
Same thing. I saw the trailer and I went, oh, okay, somebody's taking the twist on a crazy Chef Ramsay or a Chef Ramsay that's defective somehow. And he's got himself on an island and they're going to bring in, and I said this to Crank earlier, me, when the fucking uppity fucking high society folks are going to get fucked with in a movie, count me in. This is my favorite kind of scenario and this is what we're getting. But yeah, man, I kind of knew, and I thought I overhyped it already. I was kind of like, I like Hell's Kitchen, so this is probably going to work for me. This is probably going to be pretty good, but I didn't really expect it to exceed that, and it did. It absolutely did. I was entertained throughout. It's got a great ensemble cast of the fucking the hoity-toity, uppity, the high society people, and some of them on the way down, but John Leguizamo is probably the most recognizable, I would say, out of everybody that's there. But it's just fun and stupid, and jokes are silly, but it's meant to be that way, and it's fucking cool.
Oh, I don't know if the jokes are silly. I think the jokes are just on point.
They're just razor sharp.
They are so well written, and you don't know where they're coming from, And when it hits, you're like, now. I saw. How many people did you see this in the theater with? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I was in there by myself. When I bought my ticket, there was one other seat sold, but throughout, a set of 2 people came in, and then a second set of 2 people, older folks, who they just didn't stop talking at the screen the whole movie. So, I mean,
lovely.
If you know the stereotype, you know the stereotype. Yes, there it is again, and I was entertained by that as well. Maybe this is what helped with the screening. Because they were. It was just funny. It was funny to me hearing what they were saying, and they were having conversations with the fucking characters on the screen. Okay, so yes.
I miss those kind of screenings. I don't have a theater. I don't have a theater. One of the. Which one was Hellraiser in Space? Which one was that?
Ugh.
I went to see that.
Bloodline?
In Blood was it Blood? No, 4.
Was it 4? Oh,
I think it was 4. Anyway, doesn't really matter. But I went to see that with the crowd that you're describing, and I intentionally went to a specific theater in my town at the time in Tulsa. Anyone in the Tulsa area might know the Annex 7 from back in the day. That was the lower end theater at that point in time, and man, it was fun. And I just remember that's one of those movies I remember. The movie's terrible, but listening to the reactions and hearing people scream at the screen, priceless.
Yeah, not the case in this film. I mean, I was
no. I was thoroughly entertained with this, and I had a friend that was supposed to go with me to see this, and she was not able to, but she asked me to kind of send her a spoiler minus a spoiler review after I had seen it, and I actually wrote this down and sent this to her. because these were my first impressions coming out of the movie. Much more clever than it has any right to be, which is going to irritate some moviegoers, but I love this. The so-called horror fans are going to hate it for its lack of horror, but the tension is woven throughout the second act like a symphony building to an epic conclusion. There's one unexpected obstacle thrown into wreck the entire plan, which resolves itself in an unusual but satisfying way. Anya Taylor-Joy and the entire cast are great, and I laughed way more than I expected, and entirely more than anyone else in the theater for that matter, because I saw it with about 12 people, I think. I was literally the only one laughing at anything throughout the entire movie. The script is so full of tongue-in-cheek moments that it's almost too much until you realize near the end it's actually making fun of itself and other elevated movies of its kind.
Right.
Pretty brilliant in a way, but it's not for everyone. And
well, I'm just saying, like I said, when the pretentious get fucked with, you're gonna find Zigzag watching and pointing and laughing, and exactly the scenario in this particular film.
yeah,
I think you will enjoy it just because it's acted very well. There's not really, everybody is kind of, you'll have your favorites that you want to get taken out, as you would do in every type of movie like this. And it's just very, very cool how they start screwing with these people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me hit a couple of comments real quick, because Patricia says, Colonel looks a little short and super intrigued.
He's not, I don't think he's blinked since we started.
I know. He's kind of creeping me out over there. Colonel will show up in a little bit, folks. Don't worry about that.
Colonel?
Take him away. Get him out of there. No, he has nothing to say.
Nothing to say.
All right. BK says, I just turned the volume down, flash a light or something when you're done. We'll run a commercial or something. That'll be your cue. Charles says, I've seen this angle played in novels and comics. There were moments, but just fell short, though I will say it was better than Laurie Strode Part 3. Yeah.
It's uncomparable. I mean, you got almost, what was the art movie, Velvet something or other?
Velvet Buzzsaw.
That's right.
It's very much like that.
Yes, it's in that vein. Even the stylist a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to go to slacks, but
No.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
It's smarter than that. It's much smarter than that. And it's just, I don't know. I'm interested to see what else will come of this. This guy has a pretty good way of telling the story. But did you see? I stayed through the credits just to see if there was anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the people that wrote it, that were involved in the writing of this, like comedic names.
Yeah, there were some extra comedic names that were in there. That
Adam McKay, Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell was a producer. McKay was a producer too. Yeah.
It seems like once I saw that, I was like, huh, you know what? That does make sense. Some of that humor like that.
Well, this is almost a feature film version of their Project Funny or Die in a way. To me, if you look at it that way, this is just one of those concepts that they probably thought of for Funny or Die, but we're like, we can build on this, and that's where I assume that's where it kind of came from, but. Speaking of, like I said, I had a friend that was supposed to go to the theater. I got stood up twice, by the way, and she's watching right now, laughing that I mentioned her. But yeah, thanks, Ariel. You owe me a movie. You owe me a movie and some popcorn. So maybe soon, someday.
Popcorn.
Oh, you already have popcorn. Well, good for you. All right.
I gotta say, I literally just got back from seeing this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, you went this afternoon, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
At 1:30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw it Sunday afternoon, like 4 or something like that. So, let's talk about some of the cast. Obviously, Anya Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Hoult play this young couple that somehow score an invitation to this restaurant, if you will, exclusive restaurant. And I thought both of them were just I love both. Well, I love both of them. I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I can't get enough of her. I think she's just one of those that's gonna be a top-notch actress in the coming years. Did you like their relationship? Did you, especially once we kind of figured out a little more about their relationship, which I don't want to necessarily give away?
Well, it's pretty obvious.
They give a little hint. Instantly. They give a little hint almost at the beginning, yeah.
And so right away I was like, okay, I'm alerted to, but you don't know to what degree the involvement of anybody is until pretty much the end.
Right.
And but yeah, man, it was cool. I was kind of like, again, I was like, this is a guy. The first guy you meet is a guy you're hoping gets, one of the most heinous dispatchments, hopefully. And at least I thought that. Just annoying dude, and he reveals himself as a douche too. So
yeah, I loved to hate his character. I mean, now where did Ziggy go? Uh-oh.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I love to hate his character, and one of the reasons I say that is, I guess out of the three of us, when we go out, when we meet up in a convention town or whatever, I'm kind of the foodie of the group. I'm wanting to like go out and do things.
I was thinking that too.
Hey, fuck you, thanks.
Like, he's gonna like this.
But I'm like a 2 on a scale to this guy who's like a fucking 10 as a foodie.
I'm exactly that. I go, you're not all. Doesn't need to be presented as such. One of these, a couple of driplets or whatever the fuck on the plate, and no, you're just give me some good food, prepare it well, and bring it out, and I'll take an hour and a half to eat it.
No, you meet me in Kansas City, we're gonna have some barbecue. You meet me in New Orleans, we're gonna have some Cajun food and shit like that. You meet me in Cincinnati, we're gonna have some motherfucking Skyline. There's your shout out, Colonel. You put that away. But no, I mean, I liked Nicholas Holt's character because he was so irritating throughout. I mean, he didn't care about the girl. He's with one of the most beautiful women on the planet, and he doesn't even give a shit. He's just like, oh, let's eat this little itty bitty food and enjoy every single moment of it. No, fuck
everything he touches. Oh, you gotta try. Oh, and it's just, I wanted to fucking stab this motherfucker, man.
Kind of like what was it, the way John Leguizamo's character described it? I'll fake an orgasm in my mouth and we'll call it a day.
Right, yeah. Just the whole fucking thing, man. But I mean, the fact that everybody knows the fake foodie that just won't shut the fuck up. They get on something or they see a show and get into it for 6 months and they're just and they knew every fucking ingredient in there, and these chives are from the West region of France.
I don't give a shit about that.
Get the fuck out, man. Just make the shit. Yeah, it's great. Stop. You're not a historian on food. But that's what this. There's a lot of that.
Give me a 16-ounce ribeye and I'm happy. But of course, Anya Taylor-Joy is wonderful in this. Again, I have yet to see her in a bad role. I'll put it that way. She brings something extra to every role I've seen her in. Even that weird X-Men remake movie they tried to do a couple years ago. But you already brought up John Leguizamo. How'd you like his character? He's just billed as a movie star because you never hear his name, get his name. Yeah,
but he's like on the down. He's on the decline.
Right.
But he's hysterical in it, and he's got his own dynamic going at his table with his assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And their shit is probably the funniest of all the banter that's going on while you're in the middle of this chaos. That's what's so cool about this movie is the dialogue. It's on point.
I appreciated the food critic and her assistant, or the magazine editor.
Out of both of them, man.
But that was the best part of it.
Yes, when they get called finally later, the light's on them, and it's fucking very satisfying.
I read somewhere that John Leguizamo based his character in this movie on son of a bitch, Steven Seagal, and that makes it so much better in my mind now watching it. It
That
really
is
does.
funny, man. Yeah, now I want to
Well,
that part again.
I didn't read the whole thing, but it was like a headline, and then I read like just a couple of lines underneath, like a little preview, and it said something like John Leguizamo worked with Seagal in one movie, and he was just a terrible human being, and he regretted ever taking the movie, ever being on set with this guy, and he wanted this character in the menu to reflect that as kind of a fuck you to Steven Seagal.
That's hysterical.
Right? Doesn't it make his character even so much better now, though?
It does.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, the food critics, and I really like their dialogue with each other because she, again, your favorite word, she was so pretentious, and then the other guy is just enabling every single thing that she says.
Oh, he has an opinion, and she's like, I like my way better. Like, yeah.
Right. And their dynamic was pretty fascinating. The older couple, one brought back old sitcom star Judith Light as Anne, and her husband Richard. They were pretty fascinating to watch as well. Did you enjoy their storyline?
I picked that up, though. I saw that right away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm sure you did too.
I did, but I didn't know how weird it was until.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, but I was intrigued by their thing too, and then I guess he's one of the early ones that gets screwed with. So I mean, but it's funny, man, because it absolutely it spells out where it's going. So the ending is silly and ridiculous as it was. Honestly, if you just take it as it is, it was being set up the whole time. So that's why I was like, and to be able to get it like that. I mean, you're not gonna it ain't gonna hit you hours later like, oh, you're gonna walk out of there knowing what happened.
There was, as much as we give this particular ending a hard time, especially when it comes to other studios that do this frequently. Yeah. There's no other way this could have ended. So
it was good, and it made me a little hungry. I'll be honest.
I wanted a cheeseburger after that.
Yeah,
so bad.
Colonel, what do you think?
Yeah, Colonel, what do you got in mind? Anything? No.
All right, the Colonel, ladies and gentlemen.
He looks tired today.
Hello, man.
Lorena says, I saw the preview for this when I went to The Exorcist this last Halloween. Definitely made me want to watch it.
You'll love it.
Yeah, and the trailer doesn't give too much away. It sets it up perfectly.
It gives you just enough. I mean, take it from a trailer, it looks like a Hell's Kitchen kind of. You're not really sure if it's a competition or just a dining experience from the trailer. Honestly, they show there's a little bit of both.
Right.
And but that's if you're into that kind of thing, and that like a sternly run kitchen by the head chef, then this is definitely up your alley. If you're a fucking foodie, you're gonna love this movie. If you know what I mean, it's just it appeals to a weird dynamic, but I'm neither. I am a fan of Hell's Kitchen, but I did enjoy every aspect of it, mostly because they are poking fun at pretentious idiots. I like that. I always like that. Big fan.
All right. There's also a trio there of, I guess, financial advisors. They don't really say too much about what their job is, but they have investors. I guess they work for a big name investor. They do mention that, and I mean their characters were fine, but they didn't really stand out to me as much. I mean, would you say that?
They were dicks. They were pricks. And
yeah, but I mean, they were almost like filler characters.
But still, they were put there for you to dislike because these are the type of people that would go to a lower end restaurant, let's say, and just shit all over the help and everything, stiff the waitress on the way out, and try to probably get a refund for the meal because it sucked or whatever. It's just those type of people.
Right. Well, I
could afford it, no problem, but
I think there were only like 2 characters in the entire movie that you could even kind of like. I mean, maybe 3.
But that's
and that's the way it's supposed to work.
Yes,
I think
how it's exactly supposed to be. There's like a little element of I don't know, should I say this? Little element of Saw to this.
Yeah.
I'll say. I'll leave it at that because that's big. But it's cool. I mean, I'm telling you, it's something original that hasn't been done before, guaranteed. And it's just cool. And there's no sequel coming. There'll never be another one. They don't need to remake it. This is just one film in time. It's just going to exist, and it's just a cool little film.
The last main character we need to talk about is Rafe Fiennes' chef. Jesus Christ, fucking perfect. He is so
inspired by Gordon Ramsay for sure.
Probably, but he is so just subtly menacing. I mean,
Well, he turns it on and off a lot,
right?
In this, and it's at his whim. The guy that in From Hell that played Jack the Ripper, the way he turned into the Ripper when he started, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, God damn it! When he was going for his point, it was chilling.
Yeah, and you paid attention, but and that's what I meant. Like that second act is like a symphony building up to a conclusion. I mean, the tension, it starts getting under your skin early, and then like as the movie goes on, it's just like, fuck, something big's coming, and you start getting uncomfortable just waiting for it to happen.
It's almost like that Pulp Fiction-y kind of like shit happened, and you gotta just go with it, man. But it's cool. It's shit. This one is definitely going to appear on the top list, I think.
You think so? Even really,
dude?
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was my next question. Was this enough horror for you?
Yes, because it is. You have somebody that's not processing things correctly due to whatever reasons. They're pretty vague on the backgrounds. There's a little bit there, just enough for you to latch on to carry you into the end, but not much. And you don't get much of the staff or anything. It's just. But what's going on? You wouldn't want to be in that situation. So yes, it's fucking horrific. This is a reality thing, as silly and kind of fantasy world as it is. It still fucking would be terrifying to have to deal with some of the shit that they do in this movie.
Right.
So yes, it is a horror. It's fine. It qualifies.
I completely agree. I think this will definitely be on my top 10 list, probably in the top 5, because I really dug this movie a lot. Just the writing of it, the cast.
I was looking at the list, man. I don't know. Top 5 is a bold statement there, but it might be right there.
I have a feeling my list is going to be a little bit different than yours and Colonel's. Well, and you've seen a couple that I haven't. I've seen a couple that you guys haven't. So,
and I'm telling you what, I seen another trailer for Violent Night. This Santa Claus, this silly ass Santa Claus movie. I can't fucking wait to see this.
Yeah, we gotta review that when it comes out too.
Oh my god, man!
That's got to be one of our December shows, I believe.
If you haven't seen this trailer, drop everything after we're off the air and go check that out because it's fun. You're gonna see it on TV because it's got a huge push going right now.
Yeah, it's completely ridiculous, but it looks fun. It looks fun as hell.
It looks fun and gory.
Yeah, kind of like the Adam Marcus's Silent. No,
Secret Santa.
Secret Santa, yeah.
It's what I mean. It has that kind of. It's got the dark kind of, but fun humor. But everyone's saying,
with a Santa.
This is Die Hard with Santa, and funny, John Leguizamo's in this one too. So.
Did you like the music in this?
Yes.
Was there anything that stood out to you about that?
Well, it did seem to kind of go dark at times when shit was. And but it's just kind of there. It's the same thing. It's what you would expect to hear in a high-end 5-star Michelin chef restaurant. It's exactly what I would expect to hear.
One thing that stood out, and I'm going to try to describe this scene without saying too much, the angel scene. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay, I loved how the music built up as that was going down. in
Yes,
essence,
but
and then just
his narration. The narration was what was so
right.
goddamn disturbing about that.
Right, that was terrifying too. But
Yeah.
the music helped a lot in that scene, and it. I mean, it may have just been one moment that really stuck out to me, but I mean, I kind of noticed it throughout the film as well. But
Adam's in the house. What up, fellas? What up, dude? And he says the Colonel looks different.
yep, Colonel will be joining us later.
Colonel,
Just, he has nothing to say still.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out. Dang.
Bloodline. Oh yeah, there's Colonel correcting us on the Hellraiser from earlier. It's Bloodline genius.
Okay, it is blood.
What did I say?
Okay.
Blood something else? I said
You
blood
said
something.
bloodline. You said bloodlines, I think. So close. Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it.
Bloodline. Oh, I put an S on it.
Yeah.
You know what, Colonel? Fuck you, man. How about that? That's what I thought. Nothing to say? Yep. That's what I thought. You sit there. That's right. Put you in your place. That's right.
Have fun with that later when he comes in.
Mm-hmm. Sitting there saying nothing. That's right.
All right. I don't really think we can talk much more about this without
We've done
spoilers.
great. We've done great so far, and we've revealed none of the twists and shit. So,
Right.
I think we should probably leave it be at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, then, why don't you give me a rating for the menu there, Ziggy?
Yikes, man! I walked in thinking I was going to liked it a whole lot more. Consider a couple other scores I've already made, and it doesn't really apply to the end though. Just because a score is high today doesn't necessarily guarantee its place on the master list.
Well, before we get to your rating, actually, let me ask you: were you satisfied with the ending?
Predictable, but the last frame, you know what I'm saying? Where she's just kind of,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, take another bite. You know, life goes on. I dug. That I fucking dug. So yeah, I was. I mean, the overall ending of it all. You mean the whole setting up of how she ends up where she is?
Yeah, in a way.
That
Yeah.
discussion and
Yeah.
it is because, like I said, they gave you just enough of leading up to it to make that work, and she figured something out.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was okay with that.
It kind of reminded me a little bit of Ginny in Friday 2, in a way.
Okay, I was going to say that too.
That's a weird comparison, but you know.
But here you have somebody who is now set in his programming clearly with his he's got his mom sitting in the kitchen with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and she found a way to block that fucking message and make shit happen, but just how she comes about it is what's so neat. And,
right.
It's just cool. Man, I don't want to say anything else.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't want to mess it up.
I didn't think I would like the ending when it started, and then as it wore on me and toiled through the the aftermath and everything,
You
I was
must
like, okay.
You must listen to everything that the chef says to everybody. You must pay attention to everything that's said. And
Yeah.
it's not that hard because he doesn't say much.
No.
So
No, the dialogue though is very, very important throughout this entire film.
absolutely.
All right. I'm sorry to interrupt. Continue with your rating.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's good. I gotta give it an 8, man.
Wow. Just okay.
I just liked every aspect from the acting to the pacing to how they shot it to just every time the fucking chef walks in the room and startles everybody. It's just, I loved it. I loved all that stuff. So yeah, man, it was like just a couple of nitpicks that I can't really get into, but it's a solid flick, man. It's a solid fucking good movie. That's pretty damn original.
Yeah.
An 8.
All right. Again, all the acting in this is fucking top notch. There are a couple of sort of throwaway characters, in my opinion, or space fillers, if you will, but they serve their purpose well. But the majority of the acting in this is excellent. The setting is unusual yet appealing, but disturbing as hell when you see how it all works together. There's some moments when tarps come out and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And
why are they doing
honest,
that?
There are a couple of things I called
Oh, sure.
that, it was pretty easy to see.
Sure.
But it didn't matter because it doesn't really affect what's going on. And
But you didn't get it all. You got some of it, but you didn't get the whole story with it.
But what I like is, I think that chef could deal with that character because of where she came from.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same, really. And because she wasn't.
Yeah, you're bridging too close.
I'm stopping, man. I'm stopping.
You're bridging a little too close. Yep.
I went 3 paths and I went, oh, I can't say that. Oh shit, I can't say that. I'm gonna stop right there. It's a fucking 8 from Zigzag. He don't give out 8, so there you go.
That is true. This one is so well written. Like I said, I was laughing throughout. Maybe, and granted, maybe I've got a twisted sense of humor. Obviously I do. I hang out with you guys every Monday. So, yeah, no, that's not an insult. Okay.
Nothing.
No. So, like I said, the acting, the writing, the setting, the fact that it is so you're gonna find movies to make comparisons to easily, but this is quite an original take on this kind of a story.
Yes. Well, even if it is similar to other things, it's executed way better than those films you're going to compare them to.
Yes. And even the comparisons I've made are like far different than the actual movie I'm comparing it to. It's just like a little bit of a theme here, a little bit of a theme there that mishmashed together. Man. I have a feeling I'm going to want to change this rating later, but I'm giving this an 8.5. I may want to put this higher later. But I'm going to watch this again before the end of the year.
It'll be, once it hits the digitals and stuff, I'm sure.
Oh, no, I'm going back to the theater to watch this one again. I liked it. I liked it that much. I like this one that much.
Kind of had us in the little ass theater. I don't know, maybe I should go back without the commentary going on next door. They sat in my fucking row too on the other side. So
lovely. But there's a couple other movies I want to go see in the theater again before. If I think it's still playing.
Violent Night, I definitely want to see.
Well, I want to see Don't Worry, Darling again before it's yanked out of my theater. It's still playing in mine.
It's still playing. Shit, it's on.
Yeah.
Shit, I can go watch it on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, it's on HBO Max too now. So, but
8.5 and an 8 on fucking The Menu.
Yeah.
Are we good? Are we right? What do you think, folks? Go see that shit and then fire back on the page. Let us fucking know.
Go watch the movie and let us know what you think.
I think we're pretty dialed in on that one, man. It's
now,
movie,
who do you think out of our viewer base is going to just completely hate this movie?
Oh.
Who do you think is not going to like this movie? Wow. Or should we even do this?
Yeah, that's, kind of a fucked up thing to say,
One of them at least is not going to like it.
I'd say Luke probably would be a guy that doesn't like this movie.
Wait, where was somebody? Charles, I can't tell if it almost looks like he saw it.
You seen the angle played. Well, we didn't really give too much angle, did we?
Well, no, but I think he's trying to avoid spoiling much of it too, so.
I see.
I think he saw it. But he wasn't all that impressed with it. He says there were moments but just fell short. But I can't tell. Charles, did you see it? Please confirm. Please confirm. Come back. There we go. All right. Do you want to send us to commercial? And then
I'm uploading it. I found it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, go check out the menu. Let us know what you think, and we're gonna try to hopefully bring the Colonel in, and then we can continue the show with more of just a random sub. I got a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, I got something here I just picked up that I can share. I can discuss a little bit.
Well,
so, yeah.
Something big ended yesterday. So
that's true. I watched it. I actually watched it.
Oh my God, did you?
I can talk on this.
All right, cool, cool. All right, so send us a commercial. We're going to get the Colonel in here, hopefully. I sent him a message telling him we were close, but it doesn't look like he's looked at it yet.
Colonel? I don't know. We'll see. We'll be right back in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Right? Is that what they say in that?
2 and 2.
Woo!
It's Hollywood director Adam Marcus. We are joined right now by Vincent DeSanti. Kevin Spiritas is on the show. Deborah Voorhees, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Glosserman. Randy Palmer. Peter Anthony. Mr. Terry Kaiser. Haley Greenbauer. Cecil Laird. How are you, sir? Mr. Dave McCrae. I thought you were going to take that out.
I realized it's only 40 seconds. I knew, but hey, it's all right.
Hey, look.
I did a brand new one, and it's fine. Hey, he's here. Colonel?
Colonel, your mic is off.
He's muted.
Still off.
The fuck? There. The fuck happened in 2 minutes?
That was not.
Fucking button, man. Shoot, there's the fucking camera though.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, gang! Look, it's the Colonel. Say hello, Colonel. We didn't. We talked about the menu for a little bit, and we know you want to wait and watch that before you can chime in with your 2 cents.
Oh yeah, I heard your scores. I'm like, should be interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, I gave it a fucking 8.
I have a question for you guys though.
Okay.
Not horror related, it's music related. Who sings that song? Thunder, gotta be the Thunder. It's been stuck in my head all fucking day.
Imagine Dragons.
That's it. Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
I knew something like that was coming. God damn it, Colonel. Hey, Colonel, thanks for joining us. Yeah, great.
No
Love the fact that you're here now. Any questions about the menu from you, Colonel, before we move on to other topics?
Nope. I just think you guys are setting the bar a little too fucking high for my expectations.
Oh, Carrie says hello. Hi, sweetheart.
Oh yeah. Hi, Carrie. And also, you guys just now seen trailers for Violent Night? I've been pumped for this movie for 2 fucking months. Man.
Oh no, I've been seeing it for a while, but
it's now it's coming out. It's time to talk, man. I love it. It looks pretty funny.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a blast.
Motherfuckers with candy canes and shit.
He's all licking it down too to sharpen it up. That's what was funny.
So, Colonel, since we didn't get to check in on how was your week? You doing well up there in Cincy world?
Yeah, not too bad.
Bengals won.
Other than being a slave to the man, yeah, it was a pretty good fucking weekend for football. Bengals won, Ohio State won, and the Bearcats won.
You guys are so lucky. Our running backs gimped out, so
Yeah, okay.
there'll be an asterisk next to this victory for Ohio State. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, until you guys win 2 in a row, I'm not even going to shit talk. Not worth
It was such a fluky, stupid accident. The guy hit him just right on his fucking knee as he planted. So I don't know. They haven't revealed anything yet, but it ain't looking too good.
Did you watch any horror over the week, Colonel? Anything new?
No.
No, you said you watched.
Smile.
Yeah.
I did watch Smile Saturday night. Sorry.
Yeah.
Finally.
Did it live up to the hype for you?
No.
Really?
I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
Now, Sean Clark said all the good things happened in the trailer. Was that true?
No, because the ending was pretty good.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't agree with Sean on that. Sorry, Sean. Fuck, he's not watching.
Well, he said the same thing. He heard.
Okay.
It wasn't a terrible movie, but fuck, I've seen it before 1,000 times.
Seen it? Yeah, there's
horror movies, so I mean, it's not like a huge knock against it. But
there's definitely similarities to a couple of movies out there.
It just follows me everywhere.
I actually started doing some reading this week.
Yeah, how was your week there, Colonel or Ziggy? What are you reading?
Yeah. You want to give me the solo there?
I can't. Well, I just took my glasses off, man. I can't see shit.
You know I fuck it up every time I try to do the solo.
There we go. Go.
Fright Night Origins, written by the one and only Tom Holland, creator of the original movie.
Nice.
With AJ Ulrich.
These are the stories leading up to the events of Charlie Brewster and Amy and Fright Night.
So that's a prequel?
A prequel of Jerry Dandridge's adventures. This is fantastic. Maybe a prize when I'm finished with it. I'm trying to keep it pristine so it's nice, but man, this fucking thing is amazing.
Nice.
Take me off a solo now. Here.
I'm working on it. There we go. Okay.
Yes.
Very cool. How is it?
It's fucking good, dude. Everything I'm touching this week is gorgeous. I'm loving it. Fucking the menu, this book. The only thing that sucks is this toothache. I would jerk it out of my life. I'm about to pull a fucking Tom Hanks in Castaway with a goddamn ice skate, all right? Oof. And if I do it, I'll film it.
Why don't you just tie a piece of string around to it and tie it to a door handle and slam the fucking door?
Dude, if it wasn't one of the fucking back ones and shit. I got an appointment. It's all set. It's fucking weeks away because everything's so goddamn booked still.
Yeah. Lorraine says, "Oh crap! I need to order that book."
They're there. They sold out of the hardcovers, unfortunately. That's what I went for. But it's still, yeah. I mean, if you're any kind of fan of Fright Night, holy shit! It's somehow, if they can do a movie, maybe they can de-age Chris Sarandon and have him do this. It'll be amazing. It'll just be great.
Let me ask you one more thing, not necessarily about the menu, but I want to ask you something about the actor Nicholas Hoult. That is the guy that I have been saying for like a year and a half I think could play Freddy in a new reboot. Do you see that out of him?
Just because his shape is similar, I think.
I also think he's got the charm, but yet the darkness in some of his roles that could play really, really well together. Especially if you were going to do, like, Freddy alive, as
Freddy,
as a
man.
As a man, and before, if he's, the child murderer, or if he's, whatever, and then him being accused and burned and then all that. So I would love to see him take that role and go through that evolution and then, build off of that. But any thoughts?
I can't say no to that. I think he's probably strong enough. I mean, being in that movie and carrying it like that, sure, like why not? He's certainly a worthy fucking actor.
Yeah. I've always I've never really known much about him, but every time I see him in a movie, I'm just like, son of a bitch. He always stands out. So, do you know who I'm talking about, Colonel? Much?
Not a fucking clue unless I see his face.
Right. Fair enough.
Uh-oh.
He was also in the movie Warm Bodies. He played the zombie in Warm Bodies, if you saw that one.
No, that's fucking Hank McCoy from fucking X-Men.
And Hank McCoy from X-Men, yeah.
The Booth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he pulled Freddy.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about... I don't know who Ziggy is sucking off over there off to the side of him, but...
I'm doing lines off a hooker's ass. Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure you
Yeah,
are.
okay, sure you are.
Whatever.
I didn't know the lines slurped.
Let's talk about the big finale from last night. I don't know if Colonel got a chance to watch this either. Probably
What's that shit?
he ain't watched this shit since the fourth or fifth season. But
That's not true. That's not true.
The Walking Dead wrapped up its 12-year run, 11 full seasons. Colonel, can you believe it made it this fucking long?
Well, yeah, because people were dumb enough to keep fucking watching. That's why we have 800 spinoffs and more spinoffs to come.
Yeah. What about you, Ziggy? What you actually got to watch it? You said.
I did sit down and I had it on.
Had you watched any of this season beforehand?
No, so I'll be honest. I was fucking lost all over the place. I was like, I don't know who these people are. I don't know who these people are. Oh, here's somebody I know. See what they were doing. And what they basically did was set up a launch for the spinoffs.
They did. They definitely did.
It wasn't bad, I guess, but it wasn't. I don't know. I would have liked to seen it gone out a little more, a few more heavy kills than there were, but it wasn't terrible.
That one was pretty
Yeah.
crushing, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can spoil this. Do we care?
No, I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil it right now.
Okay.
But that one
we
is
won't be those guys.
that one is pretty fucking crushing. I was shocked that there were so many zombies in the finale of The Walking Dead. I'll be honest, because 90% of the writing of it over the last 6 years has been more about just the people and the relationships and blah 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 blah, and the other communities they would run into. And yeah, sometimes that's interesting, but it lost a lot of its magic for me from the beginning. And yeah, I thought this was a pretty worthy ending to the show. And like you said, it did serve to launch all three of the major spin-offs that are coming out of this,
I'll be honest, I tuned in to see what they were going to do with Rick, since he never fucking made it back, to, as far as I know. I mean,
No.
I think that would have got out, yeah, and then
No, he got taken off by that helicopter, basically, and that was the last you saw of him until
4 years ago or whatever, 5 years ago. And yeah,
last night.
And then last night, it's kind of...
That we can spoil. They're doing, everyone knows it, they're doing a Rick and Michonne series.
Did you hear what the helicopter said, though? It was all like,
It said something like,
it just said,
I can't remember now.
Commissar Grimes, you've been discovered and it's suggested you surrender. And then it said, someone kind of more compassionately is like, come on, Rick, there's no place for the living or among the dead or something like that,
Yeah.
And then he lets a big smile go when the helicopter lands.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Well, I guess they revealed some of that organization with those shorts that they had. with like
The Tales of the Walking Dead.
Tales of the Walking Dead. They
Yeah,
kind of
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of that.
I
so.
did see a couple. They were pretty cool because they did some different things.
I need to go back and watch that one.
But
yeah, they've got a Rick and Michonne series. They've got, believe it or not, Negan and Maggie teaming up in New York City called Dead City.
that was pretty good because they finally hashed it out.
They did have a good moment, and they had to set up that series. And then they're taking Daryl to Paris or to France for some fucking reason with Daryl Dixon. Yeah, that one I may not watch. I'll probably watch Dead City because I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character of Negan. And I'll more than likely watch the Rick and Michonne one, but I may pass on the Daryl one.
To me, that was the last good, shocking moment from The Walking Dead was when Negan killed Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking like, holy shit!
Yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, there haven't been a whole lot of shocks in that series in a while. So, are you guys watching? Are you guys still watching any of The Walking Dead? Or is any of it entertaining to you? I hear Fear of the Walking Dead is better now. I watched the first season, was not impressed, so I gave up on that.
I would expect crossovers now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But did you like Judith's ending in the finale?
Someone's got to rebuild.
Fair enough. Let's see. Oh, yep. Yeah, FaZe and I talked last night. He said, pretty surprising about The Walking Dead with all the spinoffs. They're going to milk it forever. The finale didn't sound bad at all from what Crank told me, and I let him give all the spoilers. Yeah, I told FaZe what happened, but it was a decent finale. It wasn't mind-blowing or anything, but it was touching in moments, and then it was over.
And so. It was, he ranked, of all the finales in history, it's right in the middle somewhere. Just what you'd expect.
No. I wouldn't even put it in the middle.
Not even the middle, below average?
Yeah, below average. Patricia says, I haven't watched The Walking Dead in years. All right, well, I guess we can move on. We can move on to a different topic then. Ziggy, you said you had something.
Yeah, I did about my book. That was my book.
That was it?
That was it.
What you got?
Shit.
Huh?
So you got? Well, here's some hearsay I saw while you guys were discussing the menu. Don't know how true it is. Didn't really dive into it because I was listening from a distance. But apparently, there's rumors going around that we were about to get a Terrifier video game in the vein of Friday the 13th.
I'm not buying that.
What's the source, sir?
Wasn't a source where I said it's reliable, hence why I said rumors.
Yeah, I'm not buying that yet.
Yeah,
we've heard it from himself. He would love that, he said. He just wants to be in Mortal Kombat.
He would love it, but it's not a big enough property for a video game company to want to attack.
It depends. Dickhead with money.
The hype behind this, I think you get enough people willing to buy it to make it worth it. Because let's remember, when Friday the 13th came out, I know we all backed it, but a lot of people didn't. And those servers fucking crashed because they did not expect that many people to play it. Nope. Sure, no fans of horror video games. I think it would do well. Maybe not Friday the 13th well. Definitely not Dead by Daylight well. But I think it'd be worth. I think it'd be worth $30. Just imagine if they did. That's about where it'd come in about. Starting out at 30.
40 would be the
40 now.
Of course, I would love that. I would love that. I would obviously. We would be all over that shit. I mean, I'm sure there would be a crowdfunding for that and.
Hey, Colonel, put the source in either the private chat or our group message, so I know who you're talking about.
All right, so I didn't click the link because, like I said, I didn't trust it.
I'm just curious who it is because that sounds just like hopeful wishing more than anything.
Hence why I said rumors.
I mean, I would buy a Terrifier game, and I'm sure a bunch of other people would, but I mean, look at the horror titles that were were going for. Even if you're talking about Dead by Daylight, yeah, it built itself a little bit, but Dead by Daylight didn't really blow up until it started bringing like Freddy, Michael, you know, Stranger Things, some of those others in, and that's when it like.
It's like, true. I mean, we were there. They were just dropping original killers and characters.
Right. And I actually don't mind the original killers in that. I there's some stories in their, you know, history that they allude to that were kind of interesting. It'd actually be kind of interesting to see a series of movies based on the Dead by Daylight characters, not the licensed stuff, but.
Oh yeah, we discussed that at length a while ago. How we'd like to see an original movie with those killers.
Yeah, like I said, the source on that is
Never even heard of that.
And don't stick with rumors. But
did you guys see that the director of Dahmer series on Netflix was approved for 2 more seasons with different serial killers? Yes, we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, we mentioned that last week, didn't we?
Well, they said that we'd like it. Remember, Colonel kind of got
Colonel. Yeah, down. Colonel didn't like it that much.
I didn't get smacked down, but here let me tell you about the Dahmer series. So we'll take the acting out of it because it was well acted. I'm on the 10th episode still. I see no reason to fucking finish watching it. I'm like, I already know how this ends. That's how most of these. He does. I would like to see it, but it depends on the killers. If you really want to get me going, because here's one they take liberties with that'd be fucking fantastic. I shouldn't even admit this, but I was really obsessed with this guy as a teenager. Most people are really into this shit. I was really into this guy, the Zodiac Killer. Don't know. We take so many liberties with that fucking character.
Right.
That killer. Sorry.
There's been
a fun one, man.
There's been attempts at like based on that, you know.
Yeah, well, there's been based on Dahmer and Dean and Bundy too. I mean,
that's true.
You know, if these guys are involved, though, it's probably going to be that Elaine, what's her name, from Monster, that Charlize Theron played, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be that. They're going to do at least 1 season on her.
With Sarah Paulson.
Probably, yeah. If Ryan Murphy's involved, that's exactly what it would be.
I think he'll do a great job with whatever they give him because he's.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm not even saying Dahmer was terrible. Like I said, to me, it just wasn't.
He's not afraid to push the envelope, clearly.
There we go. Eileen Warnos. Yeah, something like that. Adam continues and says, agreed, I would like an Ed Gein series. Yeah.
That'd be nice. I like that.
Yeah.
With everything, including the skin lamp, right? The lampshade.
Back to just briefly on The Walking Dead, Lorena says, I didn't get past the 3rd episode because the person I was watching with decided it was a soap opera. It is. It's a soap opera with zombies occasionally. And that's why
it was a soap opera?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Yes. And Faye says, he wasn't entirely wrong, but the first 4 seasons are at least worth a watch. The first season is absolutely excellent. By season 5, it becomes super expositional and boring with very few interesting moments scattered about.
That show made me cry a couple of times, man. So some powerful writing there.
Once that first season with Negan was over, I was pretty much done with it.
Yeah,
after that, I don't care.
When they got Dale, man, fucking Carl, I'll never forgive him for that.
Carl.
Yep.
Carl.
Dale was my boy. Dale was my guy, man.
Speaking of the Dahmer series, Patricia says she'd like to see one about Albert Fish. There you go. That'd be kind of interesting. And Andy says no Ed Gein because guaranteed they will fuck it up majorly. Yeah. Andy's not a fan of the Ed Gein pictures and biopics or whatever because he says they're not very well done most of the time. What about BTK? Would you guys Would that strike you at all? That was one of the more recent ones, I guess. That was from the. He was caught in what, the 2000s?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, it's still strike. I mean, anybody they choose is going to strike a chord with me. I'm still going to be interested.
Yeah.
I still have all those comic books from the early '90s. This called Psycho Killers, the series. But I have, the highlights, of course, were like Charles Manson and stuff like that.
Right.
I actually bought
He bugged me because he was not a serial killer.
Dude, I bought the autographed Manson one. Like,
Really?
it was $25 for
Oh, okay.
autograph. It wasn't much. And so I got that. I don't know. It's in a box back there somewhere. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure there's any of them I really would, ooh, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that shit's pretty heinous.
Oh, yeah. No, it is, but that's what we're here for, isn't it? The
Yeah.
heinous shit of horror.
Yeah, but the real heinous stuff. And
No,
actually
stop.
happened. Someone
Stop being a
lived.
wimp.
Hey?
Stop being a wimp. That's not the word I want to say. I'm being a PC.
Oh, he's stepping in now? Now he's talking.
You goddamn right.
We kept
That's
zooming
what
in
I'm
on your
talking about.
doll. It was wonderful.
Carrie says that she watched Jeffrey Dean Morgan in The Resident. He played a bad boy. I still so would, though, one of my girly crushes. I think I got. He's a beautiful man. I'll say that. He's a beautiful looking man.
I
I'll
think she
admit it.
means she would sock him.
Sack him?
Yes.
Quit trying to be British. You're failing miserably. I
That
got
was
a little
Australian.
trivia for you. Today I'm cleaning my house for Thanksgiving, and I started kind of watching in the background a series, a television series that featured Bella Thorne and Chloe Grace Moretz as kids. And I believe Lynn Shay even had an appearance in this. Can anybody that's watching and either of you guys guess the series?
Freddy's Nightmares.
No.
You filmed this
Season
shit.
2, episode 11?
Yeah, episode 11, season 2.
Nope. Carrie says I'd shag Jeffrey Dean Morgan, as we
Shag
say
it.
here. That's what
Shag.
you're trying to say.
I couldn't come up with it, man. It's fucking weed. It's really powerful.
The weed is
Yeah,
good.
okay, going on weed.
And Andy says because the reason he doesn't want Ed Gein is it's just when you grow up 1 mile away from Ed's old house, it's too something how wrong they get everything. Striking?
I think he's going for striking.
It's too strong. Yeah.
That's it, Andy. We're putting you on the list to watch. You're on the watch list now.
I need to finish watching Dahmer. I personally haven't finished watching it yet. I got a couple 3 episodes in and then life got in the way. So I need to. That's what I'm going to do this week. So, what do you got? Do you guys have plans for the holidays, Ziggy? What are you doing?
Watch the fucking Lions, of course. We always get the first game.
I mean, do you have like a big family dinner planned?
I don't know about big. It'll be, my mom and dad will come by, and maybe my uncle, like her brother and his wife. My brother may come by with his wife. I don't know. And like his 2 chihuahuas that will race laps around the house, much like Colonel's cat does. But that's
Okay.
it. Yeah, pretty low key. Everyone will be, we eat kind of early. Usually by the time the second half's kicking off for the Lions, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we're eating. And then
Okay.
everyone's all fatted out by the end of the game.
And the tryptophan's kicking in?
Oh, man. And it's usually disappointment, from the Lions defeat. And we're playing the fucking Bills, so yeah, I expect more of the same.
Very nice. What about you, Colonel? Any plans with you?
First Thanksgiving in the new house.
Well, not
Yeah?
here. I'll be going to my parents'
Oh.
house.
I was going to say, you'll probably go to your parents.
Yeah, I'm going to my parents' house for dinner. And like Dag said, unfortunately, I stuck in and watch the fucking Lions again. And then eat, and then watch the fucking Cowboys again.
Yep.
Again.
At least you get Cowboys Giants. That'll be a bloodbath.
Yeah, I think they're both going to be blowouts. I'm personally rooting for the Lions. Seeding for the Bengals. That's all I'm after at this point.
Hey, dude.
Then
do what we can for you.
watch Krampus that night to kind of kick off the Christmas season. Even though
Krampus is your go-to first Christmas movie of the year?
yeah, we always watch. Me and my oldest always watch it Thanksgiving night. So when the
Cool.
little one goes to bed, me and her watch it. I broke tradition. I felt bad for working all the time, so I'll probably have to work Friday and Saturday. I'm supposed to be off. So we put the tree up a week early. So the Christmas tree is already up, and the inside decoration. So the day after Thanksgiving, we'll do the outside stuff, and we'll be done.
Man, can't those goddamn French overlords just like leave you alone a little bit?
Ah, the French.
They don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving.
Beaches, Iggy.
I know, I saw you going for it, but we still got this one as far as those French overlords.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Colonel can't say
Asshole.
it. We can.
That's right. Yeah, my Thanksgiving's going to be pretty low key. My friends, the Ogletrees, who watch this show, they may be watching tonight. I haven't seen them in the comments or anything yet, but they are closing. They're just buying a new house, but they close tomorrow, I think, and are going to start moving in sometime over the weekend. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to cook Thanksgiving dinner. They're going to bring some potatoes, and we're just going to watch some football and have a smaller. I'm not cooking a whole fucking turkey. I just got like a little turkey breast. I'm not doing that.
I love it.
Not for just three of us. So
everybody got to watch the Lions on Thanksgiving.
yeah, that's what's
Feel
going to
my
suck.
pain. Feel it.
Right. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't go to my family's for Thanksgiving anymore, and occasionally I'll go to my friend Julian's house for Thanksgiving sometimes, but yeah.
I think if you went to your family's house, you would have a tremendous Thanksgiving. That I can tell you. Okay.
I'm sure I would.
I did start my Christmas movies this week as well. Earlier in the week, I did watch the Christmas Story Christmas.
I haven't watched that yet. I'm a little,
It's what you would expect, dude. It's got moments. It's got lots of nostalgia and lots of callbacks to the original, but it just, you know what I mean? As I was trying to explain to my mom, I go, the Polar Express, the little Christmas bell, I can't hear it no more. I don't hear it. So, you know what I mean? It just, that magic ain't there anymore. So that doesn't help the Christmas Stories sequel. Although it is 10 times better than the other two pieces of shit that came out over the last 20 years.
Ugh,
Like
good
a Summer Story and a Christmas Story 2, I refer to.
yeah. No, thank you. Well, for Thanksgiving, Patricia is hosting. I make a damn good turkey.
awesome.
Maybe we'll be up in that area sometime around Thanksgiving and try out some of the old turkey. Lorena, for some reason, says Krampus does Dallas.
Krampus does everything. You don't care.
Krampus does
He'll get a fault,
everything.
he'll do it.
Krampus does Dallas? Krampus does Dallas.
What?
Let's see here. What am I missing here? There's something. Oh, Carrie says, same here with Dahmer, life got in the way. Yeah, I'm going to finish watching that at some point. Like,
It's worth it, man.
Maybe this week.
I mean,
I was drawn in, but like we had like a bunch of movies that we've had to watch lately, so it just kind of got forgotten for a little bit.
I don't want to have to remind you either, but we only got about 2 weeks until Curse Your Luck comes up again.
Oh, I know. Got to start working on that too.
We got to start stressing on that shit. So, contestants, we need you.
We need contestants. I need to build all the questions.
Yes. I'll get
we
the
need
questions
to
to you.
We need to find prizes.
We still got plenty of prizes.
All right. Well, we need something good though. Lorena says for Thanksgiving she'll start cooking tomorrow, but not celebrating with family until Friday. A small Friendsgiving on Thursday, possibly. Nice.
The Friendsgiving. Yes. I've heard of the Friendsgiving before.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of it too, but I don't have enough friends for a Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving is the way to go, man.
My friends live in Detroit and Oklahoma. So
No.
Come on down, man. Bring the kids. I'll get a real turkey if you guys show up.
I am that meme, though, that's blowing around. It says, you and your cousin coming back from the walk on Thanksgiving, and they're all like Bugs Bunny, all blowed out with their red eyes and Daffy Duck. Yeah,
that would be it.
Usually happens.
Patricia also says she's going to watch the Blood Freak remake for Thanksgiving.
Blood Freak.
Nice.
That's that
And
one.
Lorena says Krampus Does Dallas was one of the dozens of sequels. it probably is. It probably could be if it's not.
If it's not a Krampus film, it's definitely an Amityville film. Amityville Does Dallas. Sequels of everything.
Dude, we should produce that. We can get the licensing for Amityville.
Cool.
No.
Hey, I could come up with a story idea that would fit.
Dude, we could come up with a story. Did they just make Amityville in space or something?
I know they made one about dildo, apparently.
Oh, damn it.
I think that's the joke, is they're trying to get people to buy that fucking thing. That's what I felt like. I
Yeah.
felt like this is just like, yeah, I can't believe these motherfuckers bought this. I don't know.
Carrie wants to know if she can be an honorary U.S. resident and celebrate Thanksgiving with you. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Oh, yeah.
Harry, raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear I will eat turkey, mashed potatoes, Art the Clown style, by smashing it into my face like I was an open corpse, and it will be tremendous. Amen. And God save the king.
Which is me. I am the king.
Well, no, isn't it? Is it switched over there now that the Queen is moved
sure.
on? It's
Yeah,
the king,
but-
God save the king.
Yeah. But here,
Right.
he would be the king.
The king, he's coming back. He's announced.
No, it seems like everything he's touching now is he's the opposite of King Midas. So I don't
Yeah,
think it's going to go too
We're
well.
not talking about that.
Yeah, let's not get into that because that
No, we don't need to. Just yes, Carrie, happy Thanksgiving, and you're an honorary member of the DCS family, so absolutely, it'll be an honor. You have to watch the Lions, though. Okay, so it's going to
God,
be
don't-
for you guys
Don't watch the Lions.
noon, so it's going to be about 6 p.m. your time, something like that.
Don't watch the Lions.
Yeah, if you're going to watch American football, don't watch the Lions. Granted, the Lions are 4-6, man.
They keep winning; they're three-game wins.
They keep fucking up that draft pick.
Yes, but like I said before, you weren't here. The LA Rams keep fucking losing. We got their pick too, so it's like it's okay.
And you know what? That pisses. This is not even horrible. You know how bad it pisses me off seeing the Rams fucking fall apart like this. Like they truly bought that fucking Super Bowl, and that's the Super Bowl the Bengals had to fucking make it to.
Yep, and they put him in, and now that everyone's banged up there. I'm sorry, Colonel. It's the way it goes sometimes. It's the way it goes. You may get back. Your team is excellent. They can still do it.
I don't know. Defense shouldn't have given up 20 points in the first half to Pittsburgh, though. Granted, technically only home with 3 in the second half. That touchdown was scored during fucking garbage time. It didn't fucking matter. The game was over. That's enough DCS sports. Let's not worry about it.
We didn't even play the intro. I'm saying, fuck.
Anyway, all right. Patricia says what I like about Dahmer is that you get to know about the victims a little bit more. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Now, but even though some of the victims' families are like throwing a hissy fit about it, but that was back then.
There's a courtroom scene, and it's fucking dead on. The
I haven't
reaction.
gotten that far yet.
Jesus Christ, dude! It's really heavy.
Wait till you get to the episode about Tony, man. You're like, no, not Tony, no. I'm telling you.
They do a split screen on it. It's quite intense
Interesting.
and spot on.
Carrie says, okay, could watch Thanksgiving. Yes, you could. You absolutely could.
We need the definitive good Thanksgiving slasher. Do we have it? What is it?
No.
No, we don't have one. I was disappointed. I really thought Eli Roth should have made that fucking Thanksgiving movie.
Yes.
The trailer and fucking Grindhouse, man.
Maybe that's what I'm locking on. I was like, fuck, that's perfect. That looked like an 80s low budget slasher, that trailer. So good. Ugh. We need to do it. I think that has to be it. The Thanksgiving Tale of Terror from DCA.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Adam says, my daughter My daughters always watch Better Watch Out at my apartment after Thanksgiving, knowing full well it's a Christmas movie. It's our ritual. Yeah, hell yeah,
That's a
man.
good one too, man.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It used to be like Three Stooges. We'd just get in a big Three Stooges marathon. It's like they would be running it on one of the channels. And back in the
They
day,
used to, but they
Yeah.
don't anymore,
don't
I
do
don't
it no
think.
more. But I have the DVDs. I went and got
Yeah.
all the Curlys and Shems anyway. I
Right.
stopped after,
No Curly Joe?
I don't mind Joe Davola, but Curly Joe annoyed the shit out of me.
Fair enough. Carrie says thank you for making her a honorary U.S. citizen, DCS family citizen. She asked
Seahawks.
about the Seahawks. She follows them.
You beat my Lions, but I do have several Seahawks on my fantasy team, so I'll let this happen. I'll let this go.
No, you want to be just don't do the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, go with the Bengals. Raymond says Children of the Corn does Dallas.
No.
Instantly banned.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. Brady, you'd get that one, man.
Good God, no. And then Andy says, I saw an ad for Sharks of the Corn, and it's exactly that.
It
Yes,
is.
it is. And I only made it about 20 minutes into that movie, and that's all I could take. So.
Oh, that's right. You know one of the actresses.
Well, Colonel knows one of the actresses. We've met, but that's about it. Oh, there you go. Raymond says Poultrygeist. Does that count?
It counts for a Thanksgiving horror film if you want to watch it.
I think Ziggy. There he is, he's back.
Poltergeist? It's a horror film. I don't know if that's is it a slasher though. That's more of a horror film.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it is.
Oh shit! There goes my.
You know.
internet.
Oh yeah.
You think?
You think? It's Detroit. What do you think? Here's something we
See, my
haven't.
background's moving.
Yeah. Here's something the three of us haven't had a chance to talk really too much about yet, but Ziggy got to hog all the glory on this. I don't think we've talked about it, but the Friday the 13th series, did we all three get to chime in on this at all?
Nope.
Oh no, I haven't said a word about it. But
Colonel, what are you thinking about this? A24, not Bryan Singer. Who is it?
Fuller.
Bryan Fuller.
Yeah.
Bringing a Friday the 13th prequel to life on some streaming service. Peacock, was it?
Peacock or
Yeah.
Paramount or some shit.
I think it was Peacock. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that there, Colonel?
After I just canceled my subscription to Peacock, I guess I could pick it back up. I'm
I did too.
hopeful. I'll say that. I'm hopeful. I want it to be good. Because like I said, I was really down on the first season of Chucky, and that was fucking great. I'll admit I dropped off on season 2. It got boring for me, and I haven't picked it back up in like 4 weeks. So I'm way behind on season 2. So I just hope it doesn't go that route where it's like, oh, this is great, and it's like, this kind of sucks. Which I think it's going to.
Chucky is definitely picking up. It's I think this week is the season finale. So
Yeah, binge it all over the weekend.
Yep.
I saw a spoiler fucking picture that I didn't
something
want
that happened.
I wouldn't want to see, right, if I hadn't been watching like I haven't. So yeah.
Oh, something that's already happened then.
I guess it already ran. The last one just ran, didn't it?
Yeah, there's something big happens in that last one.
Yes, I think the last one I watched was the episode with Glenn and Glenda. That's as far back as I am.
Oh, the murder mystery one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Death on the Nile ripoff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're not too far behind. About 3 episodes, I think. Then, well, 4 maybe.
Only seen the first 2 on season 2 so far.
Oh man, yeah. I'm still digging it. I know a few people, and Colonel included now, I guess, have been saying it's not as interesting as it was last year, but I still think it's pretty fucking good.
I will say yes, it hasn't. Those first 2 weren't as nowhere near as they got you, and that first one last year, and I didn't feel the same. I was ready too. I was like, all right, where are we going? And it's like, oh.
I like the religious setting though of this school though, or this boarding house, whatever you want to call it.
So you want to hear something funny?
Hmm.
So the oldest, she watches this as well. So, well, but for whatever reason, we watch it separate. It's not whatever reason. Her little sister, I have to take care of at night.
Right.
So she don't want to wait for me. She'll watch it. I'll watch it. And we'll talk about it. So the season finale kicked off. I didn't get a chance to watch it. She's like, hey, have you watched it yet? It's like, no, I'll probably watch it tonight. Once I get your sister to bed. She's like, it's weird. It takes place at the Halloween party, just like season 1. She rewatched the first episode from season 1, and she's 13, man. We all know how teenagers are. I just kind of looked at her. It's like, did you watch the first episode over again? She's like, no.
Yeah,
like,
you did.
Tell me what you watched. And she does like scrolling. Oh, there's season 2. I'm like, teenagers, man. Like, I get it, but that was fucking hilarious.
Ziggy, I know you had an opportunity to talk all about, what you thought of this Friday the 13th series. What do you expect from it? Do you expect to see the mask immediately?
Well, I don't know. You know what? They probably will, just to get people wet, and then take you back. But at the time, we didn't know that we had access to the entire world of Friday the 13th. We didn't know the TV rights were a completely separate entity from the film rights, which are tied up at New Line.
Mm-hmm.
And he come right out and said, yes, we can absolutely use everything. I don't know. Maybe I did say that. Maybe we just found that out at that time. But I think that's great because that allows us to get to where we need to get to. I am stoked as fuck just to be able to see him. Yes, Pamela and her events leading up to her insanity for sure. And let's do it. But then now we get to continue and have this gap in between, maybe. Keep it interesting.
See, I don't know though. I don't know.
You gotta keep it. You gotta weave it in right, man, as he's growing.
But they're billing it as a prequel, so it's not like
other shows have started as prequels and caught up to what we know.
Well, the one that I can think of is Bates Motel, and it ended like right before, he would take over the hotel or the motel, so I don't know.
I'm not that hopeful. I think it's going to be 1 or 2 seasons max.
Yeah. I think it's already got an order for 2 seasons. So they've got.
How to drag this story out? It's going to be just about Pamela fucking being the cook of this fucking camp. You know what I mean?
Well,
but if she's jack crazy, she's already got something wrong with her leading up to the death of Jason, then.
And raising her son, and then maybe losing Jason, but then bringing him back somehow, Necronomicon or not.
Oh, yeah, she can find Necronomicon. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Be hidden in the fruit cellar.
I'll tell you what. If they fucking do that and go that route, it validates everything Adam Marcus did in that movie, and I have to go on air and validate that to his face.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I still stand on that hill.
They're not going that route. We all know that.
It's canon.
They could. They said they could go to hell. They can go to space. They got the mask.
They're not going to, though.
They
That
got
would
the
be
sack.
stupid. That would be stupid, man. And Fuller doesn't do stupid.
Yes. I know, but
This is the same guy that did Hannibal.
yes.
So I am fully intrigued in it. And A24, yeah, they're not gonna. You put any of that kitschy bullshit in, they're gonna be like, no. Sorry.
Well,
no.
that's what I mean. It's an interesting
shark like everybody else.
It's an interesting relationship with this property and A24. So hopefully,
I'm just glad it's not Blumhouse.
But that's what I'm saying. This could be the point where A24 jumps that fucking shark.
No, I don't.
Stupid ass movies.
I don't think they have yet.
Oh, it's coming. We all know it will. I think it's a few years down the road, but it'll happen.
So what do you guys think of this?
When they make like Hereditary 2.
Yes.
Man, that fucks up the whole thing if they do.
Exactly. That's why I think that would be jumping the shark.
What do you think of this, though? They announced that Blumhouse is going to merge with James Wan to make one gigantic monster-making company, movie company. I think they're grasping at fucking straws. This one here.
I think it's just more money for more disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more popcorn horror. That's what let's be honest with what it is. This is shut your brain off, enjoy your some jump scares and eat your fucking popcorn.
I mean, the best thing they've done, or any of them have done over the last few years, has been Invisible Man, I guess. That was an atomic monster, wasn't it?
That
Shit.
Blumhouse, I can't remember the last good thing Blumhouse has done that I
James Wan
actually enjoyed.
Isn't Atomic? Isn't that?
Atomic Monster? That's James Wan.
That's his.
I think it's
company?
Atomic Monster, but
Oh yeah, because they on The Conjuring. You know, yeah, that's where
Yeah.
I see the logo.
here we go. Luke's finally here.
Uh-oh.
He says Slump House. Yeah.
Slump House.
And then he says, The Exorcist Kills, and The Exorcist Ends.
Pretty much. And the demon's barely going to be on Exorcist Ends.
You know, I would almost love for them to do that, just because it would prove they kind of suck.
I just think he wanted to make the Halloween movies just so he could put them in their logo at the beginning of their movies. You know, their little company trailer thing they make.
Oh, and you think Reagan or Pazuzu is not going to show up in the production logo after the first Exorcist movie? Go fuck yourself.
This is going to fucking kick that shit off.
Yeah, of course they are. Carrie says Blumhouse needs to leave the horror genre alone. Yeah.
I think they've done enough damage.
Although I haven't seen it yet. I have heard some decent things about. Well, no, this was A24 too. I think Bodies. I have heard some decent things about it.
Yeah, I think that was A24.
Yeah. Never mind.
Haven't seen
Blumhouse, you still suck.
Why don't you go burn some more houses instead of bridges?
Hey, sometimes a good burn is necessary.
And he had a running track record of that shit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. What else are we going to talk about? Are we just going to wrap it up early? Because I could do that too. I haven't eaten today, so I need to eat something.
Look at this fucking guy.
Shit,
Well-
I didn't smile yet, so no, we can't do that. Because I was going to try to figure out where this person was like asking about the ending. That was it. From last week.
I haven't seen them here.
Something that had come up again. It was like I kind of want to talk about that. But yeah, Zach,
Fuck.
I suggest watching it. I know it popped up earlier. Someone's like, "Smile, come on, should I invest my time?" Yeah, it's a slow burn, but it's worth it. It's a good movie.
I've heard good things. I see it's on Paramount. I just haven't been able to fit it in just yet.
Like I said, some people I've talked to, like, it was like, "Oh man, it's like my second favorite horror film of the year." And to me, I'm like, might crack top 5, might.
That's what we're saying about The Menu.
But it's not me shitting on it. It's just it's been that good of a year for fucking horror. That's what I need to do when I'm on vacation the last week of the year. It's actually just caught up in fucking horror this year, man. It's still a lot of it.
Yeah, there's a couple of other ones I need to see that I've heard good things about.
Yeah. I need to find that Bodies and watch it at some point.
I'm sure it's on fucking Vudu.
Already?
Yeah, I don't want to pay for it though.
Well, you're probably going to have to. Unless it's on Prime somehow.
Yeah, I'll find it somewhere. Well, hey, thanks, guys. I guess let's go ahead and wrap this up, maybe. Oh, Luke's got one more comment here. Getting this movie ordered tomorrow called Back Road 2021. I guess it's too extreme to be streaming. Sounds like hype, but I'm giving it a chance. So you're ordering like the Blu-ray, DVD, I guess?
Sounds like clever marketing.
Yeah.
It does.
Sounds like a scam. I haven't heard anything about this.
But you'll have to let us know if it's even worth looking for.
Yeah, let us check it out. Or let us know if it's worth checking out, I guess. Ziggy, take him home for the evening.
What are we doing next week?
The exclusive thing, if we do it. The
Oh,
members only thing.
okay. We can talk in a second on that. Yes, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight. Go see The Menu. It deserves it. Deserves your money. Hope it does well. Head into Thanksgiving. Members, we may have a huge announcement for you. Pay attention to the private page there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, just gonna cruise into it and get into the goddamn Christmas season. And folks, we're gonna be giving some of these away again. I found another batch of the Christmas ornaments.
Hold on.
Down. There you go. Very perfect.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. The DCS logo on the back, baby. We got a few of them, like 5 or 6 in there, and could be yours. We'll think of something Christmassy. Probably be part of the Curse Your Luck package this coming up December. Stuff like that. So get ready.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us every single week. We fucking love you guys, man. More
That's
great
right.
stuff coming in the weeks and months and years to come.
We got our looks like tentatively scheduled. Our best of 2022 is going to be the day after Christmas. So
Wow.
We're doing it that early? I thought we usually did it.
we normally do it the next week, but that would be a
Unless-
Curse Your Luck week.
Unless there's something getting released right at that moment.
There's
that
not.
week.
No, there's no.
You guys are killing me. There's no way I'm going to have time to watch all these movies the day after Christmas. Like, that week is when I'm off.
Okay, well then we can rearrange it. It's just gonna throw some scheduling around. So
I'll be all right.
okay, send them out, Colonel.
Well, this is a fun night, a whopping 44 minutes. Me, dig it. But no, thanks for joining us. I didn't hear it. I'll say it anyway. I told him on the day, happy belated birthday, Zigzag. We had a good one. Yeah,
Probably one of the most uneventful I've ever had in the history of birthdays.
that's
I went
not
to
a
work.
bad thing.
I went to work.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing, man.
It was fine. You know what? It's true what they say. When you're starting to get up here a little bit, you don't want it. You don't even want to be reminded that another year has gone by. It's like, oh,
Well, now I feel like an asshole for saying that. So
what a dick, dude. I mean, damn, dude.
Hey, happy birthday, old man.
You dick!
Pretty much.
Thanks,
much.
guys. No, seriously, thanks. I do appreciate it. And I didn't do much, man. I went to work. I came home. I considered going to that movie, but my tooth hurt a little bit, so I took a couple of gummies. I went to fucking bed. No cake, no ice cream, no candles, no nothing. My son got me a card. I'm
Oh.
assuming his mother threw some scratch-offs in there, and I won $59. So there you go.
Hey, $1 for every year.
Yeah. Hey,
He's got a point. He's got a point.
almost.
So on that note, like I said, for the American viewers out there, have a happy Thanksgiving. Be
And
safe.
our adopted.
And our adopted American citizen for Thursday, Carrie, be safe. Carrie, just so you know, don't be on the roads too late on Wednesday, because it's usually one of the drunkest nights of the year here in the States. So everybody goes and parties before Thanksgiving. I
gotta work Wednesday night.
that does not surprise me.
That's the
So-
biggest night of the year, though, isn't it?
One of, yeah.
I hope they give you a little bump on the fucking, yeah.
No, it's not that. It's not necessarily a big night around here because the college kids are gone, but a lot of the townies come from like the surrounding towns and
Oh, yeah. Glug, 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 glug.
Yep.
And speaking of glug, 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 hey, everybody's been eating food. Hand sanitation is so fucking important. Don't be spreading your germs on this food. And you don't want to get sick. So make sure you're washing your dick, washing your hands. Enjoy that turkey leg, and also freshen up. Don't smell like a Scuba Steve, you Summer's Eve. You don't want to smell like a fucking fish market in your fucking grandma's living room. The Bengay is going to be enough to drive people wild. You don't need to add that to it. That's all I got.
what was it somebody said to me the other night? They were like, "Don't smell like you've been on the hunt. Scrub your cunt." I was like, "Jesus Christ, man, stop."
Wow.
Don't smell like that lady in front of Zag in line for the screen panel.
Oh, my God. There was no escape either.
It was on
They-
his clothes.
I was the end of the line. They broke the line over. They were over across the hallway from me, and I'm just texting these guys going, Jesus Christ. I'm standing behind the fishmonger. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
Bad.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to end the show.
Well, we're waiting.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. One last time, thanks to our members, our final girls, Chris and guys. Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, Patricia, Tanya, and Tyrone. Our Crazy Ralph Raymond, and our camp counselors, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, and Dave. Oh my God, pathetic.
Give him the good one.
There you go. Yeah.
Dude, yours sounds like fucking running water. I'm sorry, it does not sound like claps.
What? Cranks?
Mine, yeah.
Wow.
Sounds fantastic in the fucking ear monitors.
No,
Yeah.
my speakers, when I was in the living room watching football, listening to you guys, and it plays like.
Well, there you have it.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Next week, we may not be live. We may be doing an exclusive thing for our members. So head on over to deathcursesociety.com and sign up to be a member. Only cost
$3.
Only cost you $3. We will have more details. Yeah, we will have more details about that later on. 2 weeks, we got Curse Your Luck coming back your way. And then sometime around the end of the year or the beginning of the year, we'll be doing our best of 2022, where we rank our top 10 movies, our top 3 or 5 TV series, fan films, whatever else is
A couple
out there.
of years ago, this shit was easy. There was like five
Right.
movies got released. Now it's like there's 30 of them. 40.
It's going to be
50.
fun. It's going to be fun.
Good year for water, man.
Yeah. And Lorena says Happy Thanksgiving. Faye says Happy Thanksgiving. Carrie, there it is. And Carrie, Faye also says don't be spooky, wax your coochie.
Yeah.
All right. S. Michael, Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And Carrie, happy birthday to your son. Happy birthday, Dylan.
Woo! Yeah.
15.
15. Oh my God.
You guys have a wonderful week, and we will see some of you or more next week. Stay tuned for more. Woo! DCS out. Go Lions.
Fuck the Lions.
Oh man.
Sorry.